Farmland Films. I'm just filming the flooding that's going on in Quesnel, BC right now. I thought you might be interested. This is one of the signs you run across when you come from my place. And there is the reason. As you can see, this road is completely underwater. That is the good old Fraser River. As you can see right to my left here, that should be all dry land, eh? I mean, the river is there obviously, but it's never that high. That is nuts. That's one of our main bridges. Everything's solid, it's just that the river is extremely high. I'll take you a little closer here. What's called the Moffat Bridge here in Quesnel. Goes from main downtown Quesnel to west side. Isn't that amazing though? That's usually where I ride my bike through. Just flooded right across the road into the center divide, into the center section. But there's no bike riding through that today. Walking bridge. I used to do the only bridge that come across from downtown Quesnel to the west side. Logging trucks and everything used to go over this bridge. I remember it being the only bridge back in the, I think it was the 60s. I've seen higher water than that. That was quite amazing. Okay, I'm over on the Quesnel side of the old walking bridge now. As you can see, this water from the Fraser River is coming right up to the trail. I have it blocked off here. I'm going to go see. Usually this part doesn't get too much flooding. This is below the hospital. There's my mode of transportation. But you can see all the debris that comes down the river, eh? That's when you start getting blockages and then worse flooding. I don't really know how they could ever take that stuff out of there without one heck of a lot of work. Okay, I'm down below the city and railroad yards, and lo and behold, what do I see? Whole family of geese. They got their babies with them. It's not very often you get this close to geese because they're pretty nervous birds. But the flooding on the river has got so bad that they've had to come over to this side. They usually stick to little islands in the center of the Quesnel River, eh? Long way away from people. It's very unusual to see a whole family with little babies and everything. Sorry guys, I'm not going to hurt you. I just think it's unusual. Well, there they go. See me sneaking up on them. Well, they're off into the river now. I hope they don't get swept down the river. Sorry about that, guys. I guess I should have kept going. Now you have no place to stop. Better stick with Mummy. Not much to land on over there, is there? Sorry about that, guys. I see Mummy and Daddy are taking care of you anyways. Imagine that's Mummy and Daddy. Made sure they got off into the reeds there and didn't get swept down the river. That's kind of neat though. Love seeing nature. Anyway, back to the big flood. You can see how close the water is to the trail here. This is ridiculous. This is usually all dry in here, eh? You can see the rocks and everything. But it's come up and it's flooded a lot of these little islands in the river. That's where a lot of the birds hang out, eh? For nesting, and seagulls have a lot of, just down the river a bit here, they have their own little island. Just walk up a little ways here, but I think that's as far as I'm going on the bike today. Well, it looks like this concrete, or this asphalt, it looks like it's been flooded across here, and the water level is going down. So this might be the end of the flood. But usually the water stays down here for a few days before it starts, the level on the river goes down. You can see up here, I don't know how deep that is, but it makes it kind of messy riding my bicycle through there, and I don't want to get my feet wet. As I said, a little bit further up the Quesnel River there, that one of these little islands had seagulls on it. This is still the Quesnel River, and that's the Johnson Street Bridge, or just the Johnson Bridge. But that little island there usually has sand and rocks all the way around it that you can see, kind of like beaches, eh? But when the flooding comes up, I don't know whether the seagulls have already had their eggs or whatever, because they all are on those beaches around that island. And all of a sudden it floods. I don't know what happens to the eggs, or whether the babies are washed away, but I see a lot of adults over there squawking their brains out. You can probably hear them. But that's all the ground they have left. Kind of makes you wonder how they reproduce when they keep getting washed out every year. That little island is not accessible by land at this time of the year. Hey, one thing when I'm down here filming today, which is May 23rd, 2008, that I don't have to worry about too much traffic on the walking trail anyways. I don't have to worry about dodging people, women in their baby carriages and other bikers. I usually go zipping through this. You can see the trail disappears into the river here. I usually go whipping around this corner at pretty good speed, but somehow I don't think I'll be doing that today. This is all part of the trail. It goes up around the corner to the right there. You can see why they have it closed. I'm still on the trail here. What there is left of it down here anyways. This is below the city yard, still a little further down where you go into, it's called the Johnson Loop. Goes underneath a railroad bridge here. It's a lot quicker than just up the road here. They have a railway crossing, but you gotta wait for, because we do have some really long trains going through Quesnel here with lumber and all sorts of other products. This shows you how far this river is flooded up in here. This is all bone dry usually. Okay, we go down towards Johnson Loop. You can see that concrete wall there. That's what I usually ride beside on my bicycle, and it goes all the way around. Saw before that little concrete wall there. That's usually where I ride on my bike, is to the left of that. And believe it or not, there's a 4-foot steel fence down there too. Keeps people from dropping into the river, or kids or whatever else, eh? That is totally underwater. It's hard to believe there's a fence down there. But that is the Quesnel River. You can see I'm standing in the center of the road, and there's no crossing that. And that floods every year like that. That's just nuts. This is where there should be a dike. Maybe about a 5-foot dike made out of concrete. You have to go around quite a ways there, but this is a low spot that I can't understand the city doesn't do something about permanently. But there's a railroad bridge anyways. I'll see I'll go around the other side and film it a bit.